Listen.
If you do not understand white supremacy, what it is, and how it works, everything else that you understand will only confuse you. Now, sometimes people say, well, you mean everything that I understand will confuse me if I don't understand racism? Yes, because racism is the dominant political and religious motivating force among the people of the planet in all 9 areas of activity: economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. That covers just about everything that any person, minute by minute, might be doing or engaged in any time of day or night, anywhere on the planet. Either way, it works. If you're focusing on talking, I guess, if you're talking to white people about replacing the system of racism with justice, that will work very well. I mean, because white people can make that decision very quick. They can just say, you know what, without black people doing anything, let's just get a better system than what we have been doing business on. We've been doing business on the basis of dominating and mistreating people based on color. That's a form of royalism. I mean, most efficient form that's ever been thought up. But it destroys people unnecessarily. We can have a system of justice, and we're intelligent enough to come up with ways and means of getting that done, guaranteeing no person is mistreated, and guaranteeing that people that need help the most get the most constructive help. And we can do that. We can do that. I mean, we have the technology and everything right here now. We don't have to search for that. We can just push a few buttons and get that well on the way. We can get that accelerated, rather than us trying to figure out a way to refine the system of racism that we already have in place, because we have enjoyed that for a very long time. Mm-hmm. But we can enjoy having a system of justice. If white people make that decision, that will be done. And if you can persuade them, and I would like to, figure out a way to persuade them to do that, then it's a done deal. Like in 15 minutes, it's a done deal. They know how to do stuff. They get stuff done better than anybody on the planet. We have to admit that. White people, when they really roll up their sleeves and put their shoulder to the wheel, they get something done that's amazing in no time flat. And most black people would testify to that if we tell the truth. I mean, we're walking around bragging about products that they come up with. Hey, man, look at what I got. Look at this. I got the latest one. This costs $5,000. All right? And I got one of them. And talking about some form of communication right there in your hand. But he didn't invent it. He didn't have anything to do with it. I mean, he wouldn't know the first thing about how to repair it or do anything without a white person looking over his or her shoulder. Let's be honest and truthful about that. This is the complete mystery to us. Everything is. A washing machine is. Until what? Until somebody comes up and says, hey, buddy, you want to know how to fix this washing machine? I made the washing machine. I know everything there is to know about a washing machine. You don't even know how to operate it without me telling you with your black self. But I can show you. So the point that I'm making is, they have been in business a long time, and we have been prisoners of war a long time. And as prisoners of war, they don't teach us anything. Mm-hmm. All right? So they know a whole lot more than we know. We have to admit that. That's why black people don't try to show off to white people, because we know that that's silly.
Yes.
That won't work. We show off to each other. Mm-hmm. But to get to the point, yes, we can ask white people to really work on this thing called justice and be very concise and very precise about what we mean by that. not just abstractions like do the right thing and equality. Equal doing what? Killing people? We don't want to be equal to that. We want a better system altogether, and that would be a system of justice.
Okay.
And be very precise about that.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can go the route that I mostly go to, get black people to make all of our contacts constructive. That alone was the most dangerous thing that you can do to the system of white supremacy. Sometimes black people call and ask me, or they'll, be talking to me, or call in on this program. And I keep emphasizing that. Even before I went on air this morning, I was thinking about the contacts. That's the most poisonous thing. If we make every one of our contacts constructive, that will blow the system of white supremacy apart. I mean, big time.
Okay.
They can't resist that. There's no way.
Oh.
If we just concentrate and said, hey, I'm not contacting any other black person for the rest of my life unless I have a constructive reason for doing so. Period. It's got to be constructive. Yes, otherwise, I ain't doing it. Right. Now, some people have said they've seen some cartoons of my work on the Internet that have been presented, and that it pretty well embellishes what I have been trying to say in my textbooks. And to the extent that it does that, well, that has been, from what I understand, some people reported to me, a plus. Because they didn't understand what I had written very well, but when they saw those cartoons that just repeated what I was saying and attaching my name to it, and came right out of the book, the material did, they say that they better understood it. And I can understand that because people are kind of visual, particularly in the year 2021 now, more visual than ever.